Hello.
Hello, welcome to our podcast, Carbs. I am Cami.
And I am Reed. And today we are being.
Today we are reading "Am I the Assholes" from Reddit, but we are open-minded.
Yes. We're not going to
Very,
be bigoted here.
yeah.
Our first one comes today from you/Unimagined Dragons. Am I the asshole for not attending my son's Christmas concert? I, 29 female, live with my husband of 5 years, 31 male, and we have twin sons. Every year, the elementary school they go to performs a show for the parents that features every class from 1st to 6th grade singing Christmas songs in a short play. I've gone to see them every year from 1st to 4th grades, but the show is painful to watch. An hour of elementary kids singing and acting is not for the faint of heart. I've discussed not attending the show with my husband, and he thinks that we should attend regardless of how bad it is to support our sons. I'm a firm believer of honest parenting, and I don't want to lie to my kids and tell them I enjoyed the show. They can't act or sing very well, so it's generally painful to sit through. The show was last night, and I refused to go. My husband went anyway and refused to talk to me the rest of the night. He's at work right now, and I'm supposed to take my sons to school in an hour, and I'm afraid they will also be mad at me. Am I the asshole?
Um, no, you aren't. I feel like all people have to set boundaries and keep those boundaries firm. And if your husband doesn't appreciate those boundaries, you might be looking towards a divorce. I don't know.
Like, yeah, you set your boundaries again. And if he really loved you, then he'd be willing to let you do your own thing and pursue what you really want to do. You deserve just as much independence as anyone else.
Um, yeah, some people just need their own personal time, and if you don't want to go to your kid's Christmas concert that happens every year and it's the same thing, then you don't need to go.
Like, I'm so glad the concept of honest parenting is gaining more traction because, like, we as parents, like, we need to stop just like mindlessly supporting our children through everything. Like, if they suck, they need to know that they suck. It'll encourage them to do better.
Right. That's right. And my husband here, he would never do something like that to me. If I was in her shoes, I would personally be going straight to the courthouse and getting those divorce papers because something like this is truly, truly unacceptable in today's society. We have another one coming from you slash am I the asshole? Okay. Am I the asshole for leaving my daughter and wife of 9 years? I mean, you probably are, but we will see. We will. There's always there's a story to there's a side to every story, you know. I, 31 male, just left my wife, 31 female, of 9 years, 9 years, and 5-year-old daughter because I no longer feel satisfied with my life. My wife and I have been together for over a decade, and have had a kid together. We were high school sweethearts, and we had our first daughter together when we were 26. Oh, that's cute.
That's really.
That's really cute.
I'm feeling like he might be the asshole.
Yeah. That's really cute though. High school sweethearts. That's really hard to come by. Not like us though. The last 9 years, I love my wife and daughter greatly, but recently I have felt like I don't want this life anymore. My daughter has gotten to the age where I have to drive her to school every day, make her meals, and tuck her into bed. My wife works a full-time job with a lot of overtime, so she isn't there to help at all with her.
What a lazy.
So, yeah, I mean, she is working, I guess, but she's got to make time for her family. And making her time for her family is always top priority to me and to you. Family is first. Anyways, let's keep going. I feel like this lifestyle has taken a lot of toll on my mental health. And after almost a year of this, I decided this wasn't for me. Last talked to my wife about a week before I left. All she said though is that I need to suck it up and take care of the child. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It's her child too. Mm-mm. I said that it's not just my job to raise her, but she insisted that since she makes all the money that she doesn't need to do anything else. I just left 2 days ago and I'm currently living with some mates in the next city over. My wife has called me multiple times, but I blocked her number. I miss the life I had in my early 20s. The freedom to travel and do whatever I want, but having a family makes living like that impossible. I feel like my decision was justified. Am I the asshole?
See, not the asshole. I feel like you set your boundaries and your wife needs to respect them. Yes, boundaries are very important in relationships. And I feel like not a lot of like couples understand that. But like you set your boundaries. You don't want to be raising that child on your own. And if she can't take time out of her job, then you simply do not have to be with her anymore. You have the right to escape.
You have a really personal connection to this. Like, when I was 5 years old, my dad left, but I like I don't hold him against it. If I was him, I would leave too. You know,
Yeah.
if he wanted to live a better life somewhere else, he
Wasn't he
probably
deported?
is. He was in fact deported, but he still decided to leave.
I'm so proud of that decision.
I'm so proud of him, and I'm so proud of everyone who can get out of situations like that. That can be toxic.
Yes.
Toxic community, toxic spaces for you just rots your brain.
Mm-hmm.
And like moving in with your mates was the best
Mm-hmm.
decision. I would rather move in with my mates and then live in a life that I do not want. And she's only 5, so you have.
Yeah. I mean, maybe leaving wasn't the best option. I feel like you could have just like sent her off to adoption because especially as you said you were sweethearts. Like it's your wife, you love her. Like that's what we did to our first kid.
Yeah.
And I feel like we didn't made a good decision here. Like like we love you, Sophia, but you know, we just didn't
Yeah.
we couldn't make the time.
That's true. That's true. And everything he's saying is perfectly factual. And we'll move on to the next one. So we will stop yapping here.
This next one comes from Ushlas Terminal Balls. Am I the asshole for not giving my grandma her pills after she didn't get me what I wanted for my birthday?
Probably are.
Yeah, that sounds really bad.
But let's hear it.
Yeah.
'Cause, oh,
16 male just killed my grandma. 84 female. That sounds bad. After she didn't get what I wanted for my birthday.
okay.
Yeah. Last week was my 16th birthday. This means I can get whatever I want for my grandma. She previously asked me what I wanted for my birthday and that I could have whatever I wanted. So I replied with exactly what he wanted. A new PS5 with GTA 6 downloaded on it. That's very
Very nice.
pog.
Okay.
When my birthday came around, I was so excited for my new PS5. She handed me a box shaped like the PS5 with GTA.
Oh,
Turns out it was just a PS5 without GTA 6 on it.
oh,
That was a problem. That is a problem.
that is definitely a problem.
She informed me that GTA 6 has not come out yet, but I know it has. I know she is lying. Yeah. She always does this to me whenever I want something. During dinner that night, I put her pills in my pocket and later flushed them down the toilet so she would start seizing. I hoped that would teach her a lesson, but my grandfather called an ambulance. She has kept her mouth shut so far, but she is threatening to tell the cops. Am I the asshole?
No.
Yeah.
It never really stated that your grandma actually died. Your grandpa saved her. So let's think back on like maybe she just needed a lesson, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And we all know that GTA 6 is in fact out. So yes. Why would she go out of her way to not download it on the PS5?
Yeah. It's selfish.
Especially on his 16th birthday. My 16th birthday was so special to me. I got everything I wanted and like I felt like a new person. That was my first experience as a teenager. And having an Xbox to play Fortnite on or in GTA 5, I had GTA 5 and best experience of my life. It's really what teaches you to grow up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You set your boundaries with your grandma, and once those boundaries were set, when she violates them, you have every right to violate her back. That's just how boundaries work. Yes. Like every relationship, not just romantic relationships, like even relationships like grandma and daughter, like those are relationships while not being romantic, they still are very important relationships. And these boundaries are very important when it comes to solidifying and encouraging growth amongst these relationships. So her just lying to you like that when we all know GTA 6 is out. It is out. GTA 6 is out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's out.
And coming back around, he never actually killed her. She just got taken to the ambulance and she's keeping her mouth shut.
That is clickbait.
So that's clickbait.
That is
We got
clickbait, Clarissa.
clickbaited really hard, but let's just wrap it back around and say that he's not. Even though it does sound bad, let's think about it, you know?
Yeah.
Let's not instantly put the blame on the victim.
Yeah.
We talked about 3 different Am I the Assholes, and we have found out that most of them weren't
Yeah.
weren't the asshole. And like people just need to see the other side of the story. Like most of the time, it's not the victim's fault, you know? Like going back with that dad, like he needed to get out of there. And the wife with the Christmas concert, she needed time to like do her own thing, and if that was during a Christmas concert, then the husband should respect that.
Yes. And with the Gremlins GTA 6, like, it's her responsibility to download it. So it's all about responsibility. It's about boundaries. And I'm so glad that we set our boundaries together to ensure relationships don't end up on Am I the Asshole?
This was another episode of Carbs, and we will be leaving it there. I hope you guys all learn to like see the other side of the story before you judge someone,
Mm-hmm.
because sometimes,
Mm-hmm. Preach,
sometimes,
girl.
sometimes,
Preach, girl.
sometimes it's really
Preach,
tough.
girl.
I
Preach.
yeah.
Preach, girl. Yes. So I'm so glad you enjoyed Carbs today. I'm Reed. And that's Cami, my wife. And we were very sus today. What are they doing? Why is Jack? That's such a weird group.
Spencer.
Spencer Sindall. Spencer Sindall. What is that?
All right.